So in the last video, we have talked about what is single level inheritance, and then we have talked about multi-level, right? Now, what is multi-level? So when you have the class which is getting inherited by someone else, and then something else is getting inherited by something else, that is multi-level. Now, can we have a different structure here? Let's take one more example. So if you say we have A, we have B, and we have C. Now this is multi-level, right? And of course, when you have A and B, that's it. This is single level. But what if you have A and B and then you have C, where your A is your parent? In fact, in this situation as well, if you try to expand this one, here as well we have this A as a parent, and then this B becomes a child. Now B becomes child for A, but then B is also a parent for C, right? So C becomes child here. Now in the same way, if we talk about this A, B, C here, we are saying both are parents. So we have A as parent and B as parent, and then C becomes a child. So C is inheriting from A and B both. Now, is it possible in Java? Let's try. In fact, it is possible in other languages like C++. Let's try in Java. What I will do is, I will just go back to the same class, okay, same file demo. And here, let me get a class called A. And of course, A will have some methods. This should be capital A, and then class B and class C. Okay, we have this three classes here, okay? And let's say C is, okay, let's try this first. If B extends from A and C extends from B, okay, this works. We can say there's no problem here. But what if I want the C to extend from A and B both? As you can see, this syntax is not working. It gives you an error as well. You can't put a comma when you say extends A comma B. Okay, does it mean we can use extends B? No, even this will not work. So it doesn't matter what combination you do, multiple inheritance in Java will not work. Yeah, so this thing will not work. Multiple inheritance will not work. But the question is, why? So let's try to understand that here. Now let's say if you go back to this particular example here, let's say you create object of B, okay? In this scenario, if you create object of B, let's say obj. Now obj can call all the methods of B and A both. So let's say in B, we have a method called show. Okay, let's say there is a show method. And then from obj, you're trying to call show. Will this work? Yes, this will work. Let's say in A, we have a method called ABC. Now, if you try to call obj.abc, yes, this will work. But what happens, when you say obj.abc, it will try to search for it first in the B class. In B class, we don't have it. So it will say, okay, I don't have that method. Maybe my parent class will have. So it will go to A by checking, hey, do you have ABC? Parent will say, yes, I have. Now in this case, it will work. The same thing is applicable for C as well. Let's say if you create object of C, which is obj again, and then if you try to call a method, let's say A has a method called X, B has a method called Y, and C has a method called Z. So let's say we have Z method. And then when you try to call Z, this will work because in C itself we have the method. If you say obj.y, will this work? Yes, because it is coming from B. Now when you say obj.x, it will also work because it will call from A. So first it will search in C. In C we don't have X. It will go to B. In B also we don't have X. It will go to A. Yes, in A we have X. Okay, it works. But now if you come back to this example, let's say if you get object of C as obj. So let's say this is C object. Okay. And then if you, let's say in this A, we have a method called show, okay? And that's how we're working. So let's say if you call show now of course C will say, okay, I don't have a method show. Will this work? Let me ask my parent. So it will go to A. A will say, okay, I have show, problem solved. This will work, right? In general, I'm not talking about Java. Let's say in general, this is how it works. Now let's say we have in B, we have a method called X, okay? Now it will say obj.x. Will this work? Now it will search in C. In C, we don't have it. In A also, we don't have it. In B, we have it. So this will also work, okay? But what if there's a method called Y, which is there in A and B both, okay? And now if you're trying to say obj.y, the problem is from C, we don't have it. and A and B both has this method. Which one you will choose? That's a confusion, right? It is almost same like, let's say if you want to call someone, your phone is dead, and then now you want to call, so you can ask your parents, and both the parents has a phone. Which phone you will choose? Now, if you chose your dad's phone, your mom will feel bad. If you choose your mom's phone, your dad will feel bad. Again, I'm just giving an example here. I'm not saying it's literally happens, but in fact, they will be happy that you're not using their phone. But yeah, that's a confusion we have here, right? Now, this problem is called ambiguity problem. Okay, so ambiguity simply means we have a confusion here, which one to choose. Now, this problem is there in multiple languages, which supports multiple inheritance. Java says, oh, that's a problem. Let's remove the feature itself. Okay, I know that's a weird way of solving the problem, but yeah, they have removed the problem itself. So it's not like they found a solution. They said, instead of finding a solution, let's remove the feature. That's right. In Java, multiple inheritance does not work. Okay, so it's a very famous interview question. Do we support multiple inheritance in Java? And the answer is no. There is an indirect way, not actually a way, it's just that it is possible by going all through steps. But yeah, that's how Java is implemented. In new versions, they have done something which changes it with the help of interfaces, but we don't know interfaces yet. So let's say Java does not support multiple inheritance. Oh, okay, this makes sense. See you in the next video.